What is up, my tubers? Welcome back to another draft here on Arena. Thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe if you haven't already. And don't forget to check out cardkingdom.com/Numot for all your Magic card needs. We finally have some Chromatic Cube action ahead of us. In fact, I actually dual streamed for the very first time today on Twitch and YouTube simultaneously. So if you missed my very first YouTube live stream, well, shame on you, but there will probably be more of those in the future. And there should be the VOD somewhere that you can catch from my past YouTube live stream here on YouTube. Anyways, this is the Chromatic Cube. Aggro, I'll tell you right now, is not really a thing in this cube. You're trying to do big, flashy things. So that leads to me drafting a lot of the usual suspects. Now, I'm actually going to first pick this growth spiral here because I think in this cube, you are supposed to just try to do the big things. You are trying to be the first to do a lot of the cool, flashy effects. I mean, Emergent Ultimatum, if you remember Standard back in when this was legal, was a good card, for example. But I'm going to take the Growth Spiral because beyond that, I think Ramp is also really, really good in this format, especially the cheap Ramp effects. So there are a bunch of the Artifact mana. There are a bunch of mana dorks and whatnot, and Growth Spiral is another nice one, I think. So I'm going to first pick that Growth Spiral. Could take a Primeval Titan, could take like Zakama and stuff. Could also see like taking one of the lands. Double Vision's very fun. After first picking Growth Spiral, I don't mind taking the Primeval Titan. I don't particularly care for green in this cube, but I guess given my first pick, I will take the Prime Time here and see what that leads to. But I am going to be very, very quick to ditch this plan if we can get some, well, good other things. Let's put it like that. Okay, and let's continue down this game plan of green. I mean, it's okay to do things. This is a cube. You can do whatever you want, of course. And I do think there are signals in the cube, although they won't really pronounce themselves until a few days have passed, especially on day one of the cube, where they've added new cards and whatnot. Nobody knows what they're doing. I mean, that's true of any given format, but in cube especially, if you draft as much as I do, if you've drafted as much cube as I have, you'll note the cards that are like real role players and kind of, you know, signaling. So anyways, I'm going to take a Lotus Cobra here. Gix is fantastic. Kogla would be a great wheel, a bunch of lands. This is a good green ramp start. And now we can just take like the finale of Devastation. I don't mind that. X's 10 is usually just an insta-win. Your creatures don't gain trample, but they gain haste. And that oftentimes is going to be good enough, especially if you can grab a creature that already natively has trample or whatever. So this is a good start to a green deck. Now, I am going to, I was just going to say, if I start seeing some of the more powerful just spells in general, I'm probably going to take them over decent green stuff like Cavalier of Thorns here or Tatiova. Sublime Epiphany, you've seen me cast this card thousands of times if you've watched any of my Arena Cube content before. Card's just too good. Going to be an easy pickup there. We might even wheel one of the green cards, honestly. Yeah. Okay, on to the next pack. Essica's Chariot is another one of those just really, really good individual cards. It might not have a lot of synergy oftentimes, but if you just cast this a turn early or even on curve, sometimes it just wins the game. Now, like I said, aggressive decks aren't really a thing in this format. You can try to build aggressive decks, and sure, they will be fine. But for the most part, there are not many good 1 mana or 2 mana aggressive creatures, and so it's a lot harder to really punish the slower decks. You're just trying to kind of go over the top of your opponent or stop them from casting anything via counters or whatever, like this Rewind here. I don't know if Azusa's Many Journeys is actually that good. I think Growth Spiral is 5 times better, if not more. The fact that you don't draw a card off of this and you just need the land in your hand, I think makes it a lot worse than something like Growth Spiral. So I might go with the Hedron Archive here as a little bit of a colorless ramp card plus later on card draw. I think that makes sense. But I mean, premium picks for us are going to be like the Elvish Mystic, Llanowar Elf, I assume that's in. Avacyn's Pilgrim if it's in. Any of the 1-mana dorks, especially Gilded Goose if it's in. And then any of the 2-mana dorks will still be decent pickups. There's Scholar of the Lost Trove. See, this is the thing, like, because this cube is about doing the big top-end swingy things, this is one of the ideal formats for me to just draft the normal things that I like to draft, you know, Sublime Epiphany, Scholar of the Lost Trove, Alrund's Epiphany type effects. Glorious Sunrise, I think, can be very good, but given I already have Sublime Epiphany, it's going to be really hard for me to pass Scholar. Plus, this works with artifacts too, so Hedron Archive, Essica's Chariot. You can actually cast both of those off of the Scholar of the Lost Trove if they're already in their graveyard. We got a Rex Sage here. That's a really nice one on the wheel. A lot of people prioritize the artifact ramp, or at least I certainly do, and I'm sure other people should as well. So Rex Sage is quite nice. I will note there is a Oracle of the Alpha in the cube, so I'm gonna have a hard time not passing that if I ever see it in one of these drafts. Let's take this Tooth and Nail here. This is another really powerful potential card. I don't know if I would want to just run it by itself without having some really good combos with it, but I guess we already have this Scholar to combo with it of a sorts, but I'm talking more like, well, maybe not so much a combo, but picking up like a Craterhoof Behemoth makes something like Tooth and Nail a lot better. Cloud Blazer for a potential splash. I don't think I'm playing Fiend Artisan. Don't see us playing Hall of Oracles. I don't believe Flicker is really a thing in this cube. It's not like a supported archetype. I guess the Invasion of New Phyrexia could also be good. But there are some Flicker effects. Cultivator's Caravan on the wheel as I spill all over myself here. Okay, potential red fixing's good. All right, that was a decent pack one for a red-blue ramp deck. And like I said, if we see a cheap mana dork, that's going to be a really high priority. That being said, there's a Minsc and Boo here. And even though it is the nerfed version, it costs 5 instead of 4. This is still probably way too good to pass. I did just pick up that Rootbound Crag after all, so... this would feel a lot worse, I suppose, if I was passing one of the 1-mana dorks like Mystic or Llanowar, but I suppose I'm okay taking Minsc and Boo over a Caryatid. Again, it's just a little bit too good by itself. Okay. The red starts to creep in with the blue I've already taken. Dun 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 dun. Zimone is kind of rampy. It's not the good ramp again. You may put a land from your hand onto the battlefield tap. So once again, you need the land already there. Sea Double's pretty cute. Vizier of the Menagerie can be okay. I prefer like Oracle of the Alpha type things, but Vizier is not bad if you have enough creatures, which we do not really have right now. There's no fixing here. That's a red-white land, and then another red-white land. This is a weak pack overall. I'm expecting the Zimone to wheel, so I'm not even going to consider it. Probably going to take one of these 4-mana spells. And I guess because we have the Scholar of the Lost Trove, let's take another combo piece with that. Now we have both Sea Double and Sublime Epiphany with Scholar. Oh, wait, let me double... The spell can't be copied. What's the wording on this? Okay, this works, yeah. It's not copying, it's casting it from the graveyard. Pfft, what a pack. We have 3 very good mana accelerant cards, but we also have one of the best cards you can draft in this cube. In fact, in this Chromatic cube, this might be like number 1. I'm not even kidding. I say this all the time about Emrakul the Promised End in any of the arena cubes, but this card is... it's just too good. Wait, like, I imagine the vast majority of the time you cast this card, you get the trigger, you win. So, I can wheel any 3 of these and be happy. I'm not going to pass Emrakul. That's just another insta-win con. Oh, Binding of the Old Gods is not bad. Temple of Mystery was good. I could take Bramble Familiar, I suppose. It is a mana dork. I'm almost wondering if I want to take the Joint Exploration here instead, as like an extra Growth Spiral type effect. I think I do. There's also a Frost Titan, another really, really good win con. This is one that on Arena gets so many people. You probably saw it the last time they had Cube around. This is not Ward. It is a trigger. So I don't think it asks you, assuming you're the opponent, I don't think it asks you if you are sure you want to do something, right? Normally, if you target something that has Ward, it'll be like, are you sure you want to target this? Because it has the additional cost. This one, your opponent targets it, then they're like, oh crap, I have to pay 2, and then they don't have to pay the... yeah, anyway. It's really good. Ooh, Kinnan. It's not a mana dork itself, but it works well with any of our mana dorks or mana producing cards. There's no fixing in the pack. I'm going to take it. Rashmi's pretty good. Oh, Prismari Command is insane. I really like Rashmi. That's a nice card advantage machine for blue-green, but Prismari Command has done so much work for me every time I draft it. Let's just stick on theme, though. We'll go with the Rosh. Mizzix's Mastery, huh? I'm going to take the Gale's Redirection. Normally, 5-mana counters, I think they're pretty bad. But in a ramp deck and in a cube where everybody's playing huge expensive spells, I think the Redirection actually is quite solid. Champion of Veronis could be cool, too. I think we'd rather just have the Iron Crag here. Fight with Fire, really good win con. So on my stream today, when I was dual streaming on both Twitch and YouTube, the very first deck we had was blue-red, of course. Blue-red, mono-brown in essence, but 6 of our 7 wins came from Crackle with Power. Nice little Rockfall Veil here, or Rada. Ooh, I guess Rada to play lands off the top might be slightly better than the fixing, since it's only Minsk and Boo. Let's do that. Okay, Vizier came back, Zamone came back, Primal Might came back. I don't have that many creatures. Primal Might's a decent removal spell, but I think we're going to just take the Zamone here. Right, these both require some creatures. We don't really have that, but I don't think I'm going to play the Zamone. Good, we got the Visionary back. Timeless Witness is also pretty nice. Didn't get either of the 2-mana accelerants back. Visionary is good, and it'll be nice if I pick up the Hoof with it. Or it'll be better if I pick up the Hoof, having the Visionary, but the Explore and the, what was it, Guardian Idol, I think, are preferred there for me, generally. Joint, Cobra, Spiral, Iron Crag. Yeah, we have a decent number of ways to accelerate starting on turn 2. Okay, well, we got the Bramble Familiar as well. I don't even remember what this Tameo does. It's fine. We're not taking it. Extraordinary Journey? Good in Woe. I'm sure it's good here. So you'll note I have very little removal, and I just don't think that's something I need to worry about. Again, in this cube, there isn't really all that many fast decks. And while you might run into 1 or 2, for the most part, I don't think it's something to worry about. Pretty sad opens here in pack 3. I am not a fan of Palladium Mirror. We have Hydroid Krasis, but don't really need another top end. Snapcaster Mage. I don't have that many good instant sorceries to flash back, do I? Some. I guess Into the Royal is okay. Interaction. I think I might be leaning toward the Augur of Autumn here as another way to play lands off the top, one that doesn't require a splash color. If there was a good piece of fixing here, I would take it, but it's just mana confluence, so this is a really weak first pick, Augur of Autumn. Yikes. Key to the Archive, Cyclonic Rift, Kindred Denial. Here's a good pack. I'm a sucker for Key to the Archive. It's ramp, it's fixing, and it also gives you potentially a really cool card, so. Passing Rift again, Relic. Yeah. Escape. Let's get Key up in here. So Tooth and Nail actually looks pretty bad. I'm not entirely sold on Kinnan. Not sold on C double. Epiphany's just better with Scholar and just a better card in general anyways. Any of the cheap mana dorks? No, but a Mind Stone is okay. Field of the Dead, it's fun. Simulacra is really fun. Another good top-end card. Take the stone. All these 2-mana dorks. But none of the ones. Gataxius, Portal's nuts. Channeler is good. I guess Kiora is also ramp and good with big creatures, but we don't really have too many of those. Kind of strange. We're not seeing many fixing lands. No red, green, blue lands. I think Scrap Gorger probably replaces Kinnan. Oh, there's the Behemoth. If I take Behemoth, I probably need to play the Tooth and Nail. Immortal Sun could be okay, although it's not great with Minsk. You know what? I guess Finale maybe is just worse than Tooth and Nail, isn't it? This is more versatile. I guess I can grab like Rashmi and stuff. Wrong Nissa. Oh, Fight Rigging. Power 7 or greater. No, Nissa's too good. Actually, this Nissa is not terrible at all either. It's kind of like a big Lotus Cobra, isn't it? Yeah. Cold Steel Heart, Gwenna, Spell Swindle's also pretty nice. I guess I'm gonna cut the Iron Crag here. Well, no, there's no Cold Steel Heart's better than Iron Crag. All right, this was our last chance at getting one of the 1-mana dorks. We did not hit it. Garrick's okay. Suvin Mist is good. Oh, there is Teleportation Circle for the Flicker deck. I guess I overlooked that. Star of Extinction. The hunt begins. Nothing to do with Temple Garden, right? Escape on the Wheel. I do want that. Too many playables now, huh? Simulacra on the Wheel too, though I don't think we're going to play that one. So I'm looking at cutting at least 3 cards, most likely 4 here. I'm hesitant on the Tooth and Nail / Craterhoof, but it is really good. This feels like maybe a little bit too much top end here. Garrett can probably be cut. I don't think we need the hoof. I don't think we need the tooth and nail. God, Scholar with tooth and nail is so cool, though. Like, you entwine tooth and nail for 9 mana. You grab Scholar and something else. You can recast the tooth and nail, and if you have the 2 mana, I think you do get to cast the entwine. Maybe this is too much mana production. Is that even a thing? We could cut the Rex Sage and just say, screw the interaction. I think maybe the weirdest part about this draft is that I only have 1 non-basic land that I'm playing. That is very outside of the norm for me. God, I think the tooth and nail is too good. Okay, cut the Rex Sage, cut the Bramble Familiar. I can probably cut one of these mana rocks. Maybe the Archive is the worst amongst them. That doesn't seem right. Maybe Cobra's not that great, I guess. I'm never really playing extra lands, but we do have the prime time for it. We picked up a bunch of other cheap accelerants. Okay, let's go like this. Actually, no, I'm going to cut the Rada. And we'll put the Lotus Cobra back in. Just that way I don't need that many red sources. That seems fine. So that would be 8 green, 7 blue, 3 red. Sure. We'll go like that. Okay, a little chromatic cube action here. I think the deck is all right. This is going to be who can snowball and do their thing first. All right, game 1. Hand looks good. Don't really have the Pamp, but we do have all of the ramp here. Datha Triome turn 1 for our opponent. Into Basic Swamp and a Fertel. Okay. So there's like Starnheim Unleashed, Alrund's Epiphany. I'm not actually sure on all of the Foretell cards. Uh-oh, I need to find some land. Jeez, la frickin' wheeze, dude. Not good. I don't think I need to be running 18 land in my deck. That just seems a little bit unfortunate. I mean, we can go Archive into Cold Steel Heart next turn, which is a good start, but... I'm guessing that's Epiphany, given their colors. Yeah, that's bad. Alright, did draw land for the turn. Could just Minsk and Boo here, but... I think we're gonna get the ramp continuing. Main phase Urtai Resurrected. What? I don't think that's what they meant to cast. Or maybe they did. Huh. Well, that was weird. This is risky, but... Oh, no, I guess I can't. 4, 5, 6, 7. No, we can't hit 2 lands. I could just go... I want to hold up Epiphany here. I guess we can Cobra hold up Epiphany. Oh, maybe it is. It could be Starnheim Unleashed, I guess. Yeah, no blocks. I'm going to take 6 and go to 9. Come on, go for a tap out. They stole my Nissa. Alright, good enough. Counter it, return permanent, create a token of my Cobra, and draw a card. So what do we want to bounce on their end? None of those are particularly good to bounce. I guess Rutstein. Now we have a lot of mana. Let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if we escape into another land, yeah, this will be good. Perfect. Okay. Scholar, Epiphany. Return their Gonti, copy my Scholar, draw an extra card. And they're like, I'm off it. And we would make a new Scholar, and then we could copy our Escape to the Wilds. And go off again. Okay. Like I said, this is, yeah. Do big, crazy things, the cube. It's hard to draft aggro. It's not impossible, but you better draw well if you're gonna try to beat down your opponents, because, well, big things happen. That hand looks all right. I'm not gonna call it amazing, but it's all right. We do have the Heart on turn 2, which is good, and then we can play Augur on turn 3 before playing a land, to potentially play a land off the top, and then Nissa into... I mean, it's fine. It's got a plan. So Forest, Cold Steel. Blue, green as well from them. Skull Prophet. They've got a 2-mana rock. Augur. There is a land on top. Beautiful. I actually like trading here a lot, because the Augur doesn't accelerate. It just potentially plays lands off our top. And now we're going to go Nissa here on an empty board. And we just got rid of one of their mana accelerants, so that seems really good. Whoa, that is a lot of crazy lands there, my friend. I don't think Captain Sisse is going to be good enough here. Search your library for a legendary card, reveal it, and put it into your hand. I don't think there are like any weird legendary wrath effects that they can tutor for, right? I don't think Urza's Ruinous Blast is in this. Oh god. Nah, just Polychronos, that's whatever. Key's pretty good. Let's take a peek, maybe we find something. Claim the Firstborn. We can almost claim Polychronos, but not quite. Let's just grab Croson Grip then. Okay, they take 9, we trade for Polychronos. We make another fat creature. Well, the opponent was clearly trying to do cool things, but our deck was just a little bit too much more streamlined for them. And that's a quick 2-0. On the play. Oof. It's not a bad hand, it's just not great. My first play is going to be Cultivator's Caravan on turn 3, so... Crater Hoof was not what I was looking to draw there. Oh boy. Hey, they can blow up my caravan if they want to. They might do that. They might just attack for 3 and then kill the caravan. I don't think that would be a bad play. Good news for us is that Key to the Archive then more likely to stick around. I am guessing they're on more of the Flicker deck. Yeah, I'm gonna grab Counterspell here and then pitch the Hoof. That's the safest thing to grab, because if they get rid of my Key to the Archive, I can still cast the Counterspell, you know? So next turn we can Augur into Pass. It's not a bad hit. Looks like they might hold up a counter here, but whatever. No land on top. Resto? Yeah. That's good enough for me. It's a 3/4 flyer that also draws them a card because they would flicker their Spirited Companion. Oh! I should have definitely cast Joint Exploration in response. Hey, Thassa too! Nice. Well, I messed up by not casting Joint in response. I guess I'm gonna wait now and not give them an extra card. Or maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe they already have enough extra cards. Yeah, I'm just gonna do it anyways. I'll keep a land. Scholar on top. I don't have anything good in my graveyard to hit. I mean... I think think I'm going to sandbag the Scholar. Since we only have, like, Growth Spiral. Oh, not even Growth Spiral. We joined Exploration and whatnot. Yeah, they're holding up counter magic. So we're going to lose this game, most likely. I mean, Emrakul getting countered isn't the end of the world, at least. Assuming it's not Sublime Epiphany that they have to also counter the trigger of the Emrakul. Maybe it's worth giving them more time. I guess we'll play the Rashmi into counter magic. Unfortunate we haven't had a land on top for Augur to play at least an extra card here. Oh, it was Epiphany. Okay. Okay, that was really good for us. Because now they can't counter the trigger, right? With the Epiphany, anyways. Ah! Spellbinder with Thassa. Gross. Remember that time I said there wasn't a Flicker deck available, and then I was just completely wrong because Teleportation Circle and Thassa are both in the cube? I remember. Man! Cannot hit that land. So I think I'm supposed to main phase this, because if we draw the Epiphany and there's a land underneath and we can actually cast the Epiphany... Oh my lord. How many bricks on this Augur? Dang it. That's unlucky, I think. It's going to be very hard to win this game, don't get me wrong. My opponent has outdrawn us by infinite. Sure, Flicker Spellbinder at the end. That was a mistake. They needed to do that on my second main phase. Because now that doesn't come back until the end of their turn. Oh, that would have been so good if we had hit that land on top for the Epiphany. Man. Yeah, you have to imagine they're holding up another counter here. One turn too late on that land, dang it. So I have access to 10 mana? Ugh. Not sure what my plan is here, but winning isn't very likely. Okay. So let's return Thassa. Counter the trigger. Assume this runs into a counter or something, right? They might just let it resolve, though. And if they're not careful, they might not realize that Scholar can then flash back the Epiphany here, if they do go for a counter. Hey, they had a redirection, too. Oh, that exiles my spell. Oh, boo. All right. That'll be that, then. So now I don't even get to Scholar it. GG's. Yeah, we got wrecked. Their deck was really good. Good synergy. And our draw was really awkward. Man, I think if that Augur just hits like 1 or 2 lands earlier, especially on that turn where we have the Epiphany, we might have had a chance. Another one of these triple island hands, but it's going to be a keeper. Another awkward draw. Hopefully this one pans out. Turn 2 map. What is going on here? Don't we have more green sources than anything else? Please don't kill this Cold Steel Heart. Okay. So we go Cobra, land, add green, Scrap Gorger. Spring Bloom and Druid. Nice, another piece of ramp. I mean, this looks like a game where we might just go ramp, 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 Craterhoof, and win, right? Let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. I guess we actually want to lead on Augur first, though. In case there's a land on top. Beautiful. Now we can add green with that. And let's see. I guess Rashmi here. No, wait. If we key... Oh, I guess Rashmi still makes more sense. Start getting the Rashmi value online. So I'm going to have to tap my Scrap Gorger to cast the Hoof next turn, though. But we might just win next turn. Oh, Casualties of War? No! Right. Well, sometimes you get got, my friends. Oh! I can't hold up Counterspell because it left the forest open. Damn it. Ah, that was brutal. Alright, Fibblethip draw a card is okay. The opponent is killing all of my mana. God damn it. So sick. This has to exile a card, doesn't it? Yeah, it has to. I think we counter that. Oh man, come on. Well, if they mess up and target the Scrap Gorger, I get to eat their drown in response, and then the Scrap Gorger would deal 3. Dude, we are getting wrecked. Okay. Ay. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe.
I have no pity for you.
Sure. Alright, well, at least we can Scholar here. Oh, that's right, we can cast artifacts too. Nice. That's right. Okay, that was pretty good, actually. You know what? We might be right back in this. I could also be dead, but...
I'll leave your
God. Okay, well, let's just see how much damage they deal to me. How are we getting so wrecked? Oh my lord. This is kind of nuts. I think my deck is pretty good, but we are absolutely getting plastered here. No, plastered's not the right word, but you know what I'm trying to say. All right. We will win out from here. Let's not keep any more of those triple island hands. I guess those are bad luck. God, our opponent's cards just lined up so excellent versus ours, and then not holding up that counter on that one turn. Oh no! We're on the play, but this hand needed a 2-mana accelerant so badly. I'm gonna mulligan that hand. There we go, that's good. I'm just gonna pitch the hoof here, because I'm gonna be a little bit far away from that. Again, going double forest in case we draw the Augur next turn. Oh, there's another 2-mana dork. And Nissa on 6 next turn is pretty good if they don't kill my Visionary here. Holocronos. Prime Time was also a nutty draw. Great. That is even better. Okay. So sack their Loam Speaker, kill my Prime Time, attack for 6. Not again, dude. Okay.
Welcome, my companion.
Nice. They did not kill the token yet, anyways. Perfect. Okay, so Nissa's gonna take over this game. Equal the number of forests. Oh, baby. We need to find another island so badly here.
Our strength multiplies.
I guess I'm gonna sack my Mind Stone right now. Damn. Well, I guess Key is better than Scrap Gorger, which we can just pitch. How many times have we hit Counterspell with this thing? Every single time, it feels like. Yawgmoth's Vile Offering. Exile my Nissa, or rather, destroy my Nissa and get my prime time. Wow, 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 okay. Well, I'd say the damage has been done already. That is going to make the game a little bit harder to win, though. I don't really care if they punch my Visionary and kill it. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So as long as I draw one land here, we're okay. That's pretty good. We can bounce the Primeval Titan back to our hand as well. But right now our Gale's redirection is face up, so they're a little bit inclined to not even do anything too relevant. I don't care about that. Alright. Bounce prime time, make a copy of our 9/9, draw a card. Oh, and that Emrakul will probably solidify the win at this point. Like I said, you cast Emrakul, you generally win the game. Now, we were probably already going to win that game anyways, but... Nail, meat, coffin. Alright, 3 and 2. Go, go, go. All we need to do is have an accelerant on turn 2. That's all we ask. This hand is garbage, and we're on the draw. We are going down to 6. That is keepable. You know what? I'm going to get greedy here, and I'm going to pitch an island. I'm on the draw. If I was on the play, I wouldn't have done that. But on the draw, we have an extra chance to land, so... Like I said, we have an extra chance to land. Definitely not going to brick again, right? Holy smokes, thank God. So Gwenna is another mana accelerant, but that only can cast creatures, basically. That is not a creature. No, they've got some good ramp going on as well, don't they? Jeez Louise. Let's see. Eat their Explorer. Yeah, I just go with Minsk and Boo here. Oh, awkwardly, I guess I shouldn't have eaten their card because by doing so, I forced myself to eat my own joint exploration from the graveyard there, which increased the Emrakul cost. Actually, Scrap Gorger is not a combo with... Are you kidding? Not a combo with Emrakul. Wow. For real? These lineups are so sick. I feel like we are just getting completely devastated on these draws. Can't even find a land naturally. Look at this. What are you... Come on, dude. Found my land. I'm taking infinite damage here. This is insane. Well, I'd say we're having a good time, but I think I might be lying. Alright, Cobra, land, add blue, Epiphany. Obviously they can just replay it, but don't have much of a recourse here. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think I'm gonna be... We might have exactly enough mana to Emrakul next turn. Oh, are you kidding? Oh my god. Really? Dude, what is going on? That's so unfortunate. Alright, I mean, we got dominated. Every single game we lost, it felt like it was not close. Every single game we lost, we got absolutely obliterated. Well, that's Magic, baby. Hey, sometimes that's the way it goes. I think our deck was pretty good. Maybe I was wrong about the interaction, because every one of our opponents that wrecked us had plenty of interaction, but still. I'm gonna be a baby. I'm gonna say, well, I think I got unlucky. And by that I mean our opponents crushed us with excellent draws. Alright, GG's, good beats. Funny enough, I think this is gonna be the one cube you get for a while, because this is gonna go up on Wednesday, and then on Thursday I'm gonna record a bunch of Caverns of Ixalan for the early access event. So a little look at Cube here as a treat, and then we're gonna have Caverns, and then Cube again for a little bit, and then Caverns will be fully out. So fun stuff. Thanks for watching. We'll see you back next time. Bye-bye.